Hello people, so this video is a bit embarrassing because it's about the fact that why anyone, be it girl or guy, mostly girls, but yeah, shouldn't get a nose piercing. People, did you know that across the world, the most beautiful faces are the ones with the maximum symmetry? Personally, I don't have too much of a symmetrical face, so that explains why, but it's been seen that faces with symmetry tend to look beautiful. So, when one does any kind of piercing, it, especially a nose piercing, it spoils the symmetry of the face, yeah. So, on a very aesthetic level, that itself is thing. And speaking of the medical side of a nose piercing, oh my god, there are just so many. I mean, for instance, did you know that you can alter the way your brain functions based on that nose piercing? Because in yoga they say there's pingala and uh, ida and pingala, left and right side of the nostrils. There's intake of breath and there's breath is let out. So when and breath in turn has a bearing on the functioning of every aspect of the body. In fact, people, I really shouldn't say this, like, I'm not applied too much makeup, but it's an observation, and you look around and you will also find this to be true, that many women, anybody with nose piercing, after a point, especially after like 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, they start getting these dark circles is one thing, but it's about what I feel is the breath has to fight to be able to, it's, there's a piercing that is stopping the intake of breath, right? I mean, this thing, I mean, of course they begin breathing from their mouth, so that itself is, your breath is, you're altering the way you would breathe, yeah. And at the same time, because of not enough intake of breath or oxygen, air, they start looking much older than their actual age, and they start looking tired, yeah. Many of them look tired, if not getting the actual dark circles which do appear, but overall they look very tired. I used to have this teacher in college who was in school, who was very pretty otherwise, but for some reason she always looked tired, and she had like this big nose piercing, so it looked, so people, this is for so many